What's up, Yummy Mash? It's Jonathan McComb, and I got a little something to tell you. Alright, I saw your video on the fan-made of Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I was watching the second part, and there's a little wrong in your theory about who goes through the air vents. They all come through the air vents, except the others. That you have to keep the doors down. Because if that happens, if you keep the doors down, there's a less chance of them popping in through the doors. Barney, Chica, and Freddy come through the air vents above you. Basically, that's their other way in. If you look at the camera in the vent, you will see them crawling through like how they did in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Except Freddy. Freddy, I don't know how he gets his big, fat, tardy ass in there. No offense, Freddy. No offense. They managed to crawl through the air vents. But I hope that new King animatronic is not in the third game. Scott, if you're hearing me, please no more animatronics. I don't think us gamers can take many more. We've had a heart attack from your second game. And I'm not being mean, your second game was AAA+, which means it was 10 times as excellent as the first one that you made. And I was shocked to find out that your second game was actually was a prequel to the first one that you made. So are we going to venture back in the past to Fred Bear's Family Diner? Are we going to venture all the way back to there? Is that our next quest? Relive the 587? Whew, boy. Okay, our landlord is coming to fix our heater. And our landlord happens to be a woman named Miss Audrey. Almost like Audrey Timmons from... And I can't believe I'm making a reference to this. Miss Audrey, that is the landlord here. She's actually like she almost sounds like Audrey Timmons from the first American Godzilla film. Yes, I made a name reference. And no, folks, I'm not joking. She actually does. Right behind me, the door, that's where she's going to be coming in. Now, I actually one time had a threat mail from Freddy Fazbear himself on Omegle saying, "I'm coming to kill you, dude." That still haunts me right now. I just hope those animatronics are not sunproof, that they can come during the day, because if they were going to come, they would have came by now. Foxy couldn't have made it. It's 12:52 to my watch. And if anyone can teach me how to beat Top Gun, because I got Top Gun right here in my hand. I actually bought it for a very good price, about $5. I had to pay $5 for this Top Gun game. I got a good price on The Legend of Zelda, which you guys should know because I made about 6 videos of it, which I recorded back to back to back to back. And my all-time favorite, and here's the deal. I actually had gotten a copyright notice because, basically, you're using this bullshit from YouTube is telling me I'm using the Legend of Zelda theme. Someone else uses it and you don't go and tell them, "Oh, sorry dude, your videos were the first to use the sounds from the theme," but someone else goes and uses it. "Oh, we get the copyright their video." Y'all fucked up. Y'all. Oh. Really? have to admit, waiting until 2017 is a good for the third event, for the third installment of the Five Nights at Freddy's year, because I've heard that Scott has tore himself apart. 9 months, 2 games of Five Nights at Freddy's. Nearly a whole year. He did not waste no time when he heard that the first game was such a big success because people kept downloading it, buying it. Anyway, they could get their hands on the first game. Scott realized, oh, you know what? We're going to go all out on the second one. But I really hate Balloon Boy. And I know every YouTuber and gamer should know. Because that guy is a... I'll write it down. He's a... See? I'll read what it says. Only once, people. Only once. For me, Balloon Boy, and everyone else who has played Five Nights at Freddy's 2, we call him fuckboy, but what I wrote is fucking bitch. That's how of a horrible idea Balloon Boy was in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. He was a screw up right there. That's the one downfall for me. For me, the one downfall was Balloon Boy. Now, if Scott had not put him in the second game and put him in the third game, then we wouldn't have had this problem with Balloon Boy. We would be yelling at the top of our lungs after the third game was made. That's when we would all be calling him fuckboy. Because that dude just steals our flashlights. That way, oh, you know what? You're not going to have your flashlight. We're going to let Foxy kill you. Boom. Game over. See, if that was the case in the third game, and I hope it doesn't take place in the first pizzeria where we first met Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, and Foxy. I just hope it don't take place in there. I hope it takes place in a mall where we can actually, walk around and find all the other animatronics spread out through the whole mall. Like each animatronic can have one part of the mall to guard. But that would mean Scott would have to wait at least a good 5 years and work untimely for the third game to be made. Because if you're gonna make a game, I'm not trying to criticize Scott Cawthon. He's a great video game and indie horror game inventor. I gotta admit, the dude knows how to fucking make a indie horror / survival / job video game. I've actually taken it to school to show people, oh people, listen, this game, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and 1, it's a job / survival game. I've actually done that at school. I told people that this is a survival and job game. I never said it was an indie horror. Because if I had said that, people wouldn't have fucking watched me get killed on purpose. I've actually died on purpose to show people what would happen if you got caught by these animatronics. Okay. Sorry about that. This 9-minute non-stop of talking. Oh, not a good idea for my throat. But all I'm saying is, if you're gonna make an animatronic for every part of the mall, it would take about 10 years until the game would be published out. And I've heard on YouTube that it was a hoax to make Five Nights at Freddy's the movie. Now, if I could ask Scott to please turn his most popular indie horror game into a indie horror movie, oh boy, people will be swarming to the theaters to see this shit in action. to see someone that didn't buy the game, but wait until the movie came out on DVD, which Scott would have to make on disc, which would take about a year or two, considering that. Let's see. That these two came out before Christmas. And these three are the ones I first saw in theaters. Spider-Man 2, Godzilla, and Transformers 4. Yes, a Michael Bay film was... I have to give credit to these people. Like, legendary. They fucking know how to bring out Godzilla's most inner power. I gotta admit, they did a very good job of him. I guess it might be until near 2020 before we can see the new one. But I can wait that long. I've heard from some sources, or I'm just joking about the source thing, that I've watched people say that Godzilla 2018 is going to be a good one. It's going to be... I hope the 2018 sequel is an awesome sequel. Like, if they could redo Godzilla Raids Again, but put it like Gojira Raids Again in English. Like, put the word Godzilla in, like, say Gojira, and then say the rest in English, Raids Again. That would be a fucking hilarious reboot of the sequel. But in this one, we take Godzilla all the way to Skull Island to fight Kong, which would be the third movie. Yes, I got it right here, and I'm not afraid to pull it out. Where else do you think I grabbed the other two? I mean, the other three films. Okay. It's been 12 minutes and I've been doing nothing but talking about videos and video games and videos. Now, Scott, I would really appreciate it because someone has actually made a teaser trailer for your third game saying that, oh, you have heard that we have done 2 games in a pizzeria. Now, can you handle Five Nights at Freddy's in a mall? If you want to type in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 teaser trailer, look it up. Trust me, folks. If you see this trailer, you'll know that it actually does take place in a mall. Actually, I'll load it up right now. Just give me a minute here. Okay, let me put up this stupid thing. Okay. Five Nights at Freddy 3 teaser trailer. Alright. I've heard about Smike's. Okay, did they just erase it from the... Okay, wasn't a good idea to put... Okay, people, I'm not joking. There was a trailer that introduced it into the mall. Where the hell did it go? Oh, wait a minute, back up. Found it! It's SFM Five Nights at Freddy's 3 trailer fan made 60 FPS by Gia. Here, I'll let it play. Actually, here's what it says on here. After a series of gruesome murders at Freddy's Pizza, the decision was made to close the whole shopping center. However, the murderers had continued. 5 years later, Freddy's Mall turned into an abandoned place and had been forgotten by everyone. No one dared to approach this place except you. Basically, I'm reading what it says. Here, I'll let you hear it. Welcome to Freddy's Mall. Now in this one, it is showing that someone can actually walk around the mall with a flashlight and it seems to be an Android iPhone, where you actually get to walk around and look and see in the cameras. More cameras, which equals more danger, folks. Chica, Foxy, Freddy, now this is where they have the advantage, because they can pop up anywhere in the whole fucking mall and kill you right on the spot. I don't know what the death screen is of the game. I haven't played it yet. Will you survive in an abandoned mall for 5 nights? We also got Bonnie, Freddy, Chica, and Foxy. 5 Nights at Freddy's 3. Oh, here's what the sound is if they catch you. Listen. And I know that's not Scott Cawthon's original sound, but I gotta admit, that trailer had me stoked for the 3rd game. And I'm hoping Scott actually makes this place into the mall. It would actually be fun to see someone's teaser trailer that was trying to be funny actually come true. It would be hilarious if someone's fake trailer actually become a real trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Now, if any of you guys out there are brave enough to make a Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Scott Cawthon would be appreciated for this. Well, that's all I gotta ask and say. Bye!